Hello and welcome viewers. You're watching this special presentation of Sansad TV, connecting world parliaments on India's parliamentary diplomacy. Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla led a parliamentary delegation to the 149th Inter-Parliamentary Union Assembly. The IPU has 180 member parliaments and 15 associate members. Here's everything you need to know about it. Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla led a parliamentary delegation to the 149th Inter-Parliamentary Union Assembly in Geneva, which was held from 13th October to 17th October 2024. The delegation comprised of Harivansh, Deputy Chairman of Rajya Sabha, Members of Parliament Bhartohari Mehtab, Anurag Singh Thakur, Rajiv Shukla, Bishnu Dayal Ram, Aprajita Sarangi, Dr. Sasmit Patra, Mamta Mohanta, and Secretary General of Lok Sabha Utpal Kumar Singh and Secretary General of Rajya Sabha PC Modi. Addressing the Assembly on the theme Harnessing Science, Technology and Innovation for a More Peaceful and Sustainable Future, Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla highlighted India's commitment to multilateralism and the importance of parliamentary dialogue in advancing global challenges. He emphasized the need for equitable distribution of benefits derived from science and technology, advocating for collaborative efforts among parliaments to achieve inclusive development. Lok Sabha Speaker also underscored the convergence of technological advancements and innovative approaches to build a resilient future. He noted that the Assembly not only underscores the strength of India's parliamentary diplomacy, but also highlights India's pivotal role in global dialogue aimed at addressing common global challenges.
एक्सेलेंसी, हम जिस वैश्विक वर्तमान में रह रहे हैं उसमें एक तरफ जहां तेजी से बदलती टेक्नोलॉजी का प्रयोग कर आम नागरिक अपना जीवन आसान बना रहा है, वहीं दूसरी ओर पर्यावरण और जलवायु परिवर्तन से जुड़ी अनेक चुनौतियां भी हमारे सामने उत्पन्न हो रही है। ऐसे में वैश्विक शांति, समानता और सतत विकास के लक्ष्यों को प्राप्त करने के लिए विज्ञान, प्रौद्योगिकी और इनोवेशन का प्रभावी उपयोग बहुत अहम हो गया है। एक्सेलेंसी, मुझे ये सभा को बताते हुए अत्यंत प्रसन्नता हो रही है कि भारत ने विज्ञान, टेक्नोलॉजी और इनोवेशन का उपयोग करते हुए भारत के लोगों के जीवन में सामाजिक आर्थिक परिवर्तन करने में सफलता प्राप्त की है। एक्सेलेंसी, विश्व के विशालतम लोकतंत्र भारत की संसद में लोकसभा सदस्यों के निर्वाचन हेतु हाल में ही आयोजित 2024 आम चुनाव में टेक्नोलॉजी एवं इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मशीनों ईवीएम का उपयोग करते हुए 642 मिलियन वोटर की सहभागिता के साथ विश्व का नया रिकॉर्ड स्थापित किया है, जिसमें 212 मिलियन महिला वोटर्स शामिल है।
Lok Sabha Speaker also held bilateral meetings with his counterparts from parliaments of other countries like Oman, Algeria, Seychelles, Nepal, Switzerland, Thailand, Armenia and the Maldives. He also addressed the Indian diaspora in Geneva. The Indian delegation engaged in various committee meetings and sessions during the Assembly. Rajya Sabha Deputy Chairman Harivansh also addressed the Assembly.
Our delegations from India is led by Honorable Speaker, Lok Sabha, and me, Deputy Chairman Rajya Sabha Harivansh. Now with us With me are Mr. Bhartari Mehtab, our senior colleague from Lok Sabha Member Parliament, Srimati Aparajita Sarangi, Member from Lok Sabha, Sri Raju Shukla, our MP from Upper House, Mr. Vishnudayal Ram, Member from our Upper House, Mr. Sasmit Patra, Member Parliament from Upper House, and Mr. Anurag Singh Thakur, Senior Member Parliament from Lok Sabha.
The resolution addressing the impact of artificial intelligence on democracy, human rights and rule of law, co-drafted by Dr. Sasmit Patra, was adopted by the IPO. Dr. Patra was also chosen to serve as one of the 3 rapporteurs for the forthcoming resolution on recognizing and supporting the victims of illegal international adoption and taking measures to prevent this practice. This resolution will be discussed at the 150th IPO Assembly with a presentation scheduled for 151st Assembly.
While AI represents significant opportunities, its impact on democracy, human rights and the rule of law requires careful consideration, especially from a gender perspective. In many cases, AI systems risk in reinforcing existing gender biases and inequalities, and therefore addressing these challenges through inclusive and responsible AI governance is essential. AI holds significant potential to empower women by providing opportunities in education, employment, healthcare, and entrepreneurship. Madam Chairperson, the Women in AI mission in India is an example of such initiatives, offering skill development, training, and mentorship to women, especially those re-entering the task force and workforce after career breaks. Programs like Career Back to Women, CB2 Women, launched by IIT Madras, reskill women in AI, enabling them to re-enter technical professions. AI also plays a pivotal role in promoting gender equality. India has recognized the need to create gender-inclusive AI systems by promoting participation of women in AI development and research. Several of our programs and policies aim to empower women through AI, including Women in AI mission that provides opportunities for skill development, training, and mentorship.
Lok Sabha MP Aparajita Sarangi and Vice President of the IPO Executive Committee attended the Executive Committee sessions, which endorsed amendments to the IPO statutes and rules, a charter on ethics of science and technology, and revisions to the rules.
It is pertinent to mention here that the last Executive Committee of the IPO was held on 19th of June 2024, and as a continuation on 18th of July 2024, summary of the records of this Executive Committee was also ratified by the Executive Committee members. I'm very happy to mention here that our President, Madam Tulia Axon, toured around 15 nations during the past couple of months, and she was kind enough to talk about her activities in these 5 nations, and she did mention that the specific goals of the IPO had been kept in mind by her when she had a dialogue with the representatives of different nations.
Bhartari Mehtab participated in a meeting of the Bureau of IPO Standing Committee on Peace and International Security, where he shared India's perspectives on current challenges to global peace and security. Vishnudayal Ram presented an overview of India's recent activities in sustainable development during the Bureau meeting of the IPO Standing Committee on Sustainable Development.
Conflict is often repeated in a cyclical pattern. Addressing these underlying issues requires a comprehensive and multifaceted approach that involves peace building, reconciliation, and addressing the root causes of conflict. We must be proactive in implementing early warning systems to detect potential conflict hotspots and addressing underlying issues before they escalate.
Mamta Mohanta took part in meetings of the Forum of Women Parliamentarians and the IPO Governing Council.
The Constitution of India provides a robust legal work for promoting and protecting the human rights of women. It guarantees equality before the law and prohibits discrimination based on religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth. The Constitution also empowers the state to make special provision for women and children for their enlightenment and empowerment.
Rajiv Shukla attended a workshop on practical tools for achieving sustainable development, as well as a panel discussion on common principles for support to parliaments focusing on parliamentary development as a defense against democratic backsliding. Secretary General of Lok Sabha addressed the delegates at the meeting of the Association of Secretaries General of Parliaments on 16th of October 2024. The IPU is a global organization of national parliaments. What began in 1889 as a small group of parliamentarians dedicated to promoting peace through parliamentary diplomacy and dialogue has since grown into a truly global organization with 180 members and 15 associate members. The IPU facilitates parliamentary diplomacy and empowers parliaments and parliamentarians to promote peace, democracy, and sustainable development around the world. IPU wants a world where every voice counts, where democracy and parliaments are at the service of the people for peace and development. It promotes democratic governance, institutions, and values, working with parliaments and parliamentarians to articulate and respond to the needs and aspirations of the people. It works for peace, democracy, human rights, gender equality, youth empowerment, climate action, and sustainable development through political dialogue, cooperation, and parliamentary action. Jamaican Prime Minister Andrew Holness and his delegation saw the two chambers, Constitutional Hall, galleries, and other important locations in the new Parliament building recently. The Prime Minister of Jamaica visited India to solidify bilateral ties in a range of key areas, including trade and investment. It was the first ever bilateral visit of Prime Minister of Jamaica to India. India was among the first nations to recognize Jamaica after its independence, establishing diplomatic relations in 1962 and setting up a resident mission in Kingston in 1976. Jamaica established its resident mission in India in 2020. India and Jamaica have historically maintained cordial and friendly relations built on shared ties of history, parliamentary democracy, Commonwealth membership, and a mutual love for cricket. Jamaica is home to a 70,000-strong Indian diaspora, serving as a vital connection between the two nations. The year 2022 marked 177 years of the Indian community's presence in Jamaica. As developing nations, India and Jamaica share similar goals such as economic growth, equity, poverty eradication, and improving citizens' quality of life. 45th General Assembly of the ASEAN Inter-Parliamentary Assembly was held in Lao PDR. India's relationship with ASEAN has emerged as a key cornerstone of our foreign policy. India's focus on a strengthened and multifaceted relationship with ASEAN is an outcome of the significant changes in the world's political and economic scenario since the early 1990s and India's own march towards economic liberalization. India's search for economic space resulted in the Look East policy. The Look East policy has today matured into a dynamic, action-oriented Act East policy. India has set up a separate mission to ASEAN and the EAS in Jakarta in April 2015 with a dedicated ambassador to strengthen engagement with ASEAN and ASEAN-centric processes. Parliamentary Research and Training Institute for Democracies, that is PRIDE, of the Lok Sabha Secretariat and Sansad TV organized a capacity building program for the officials of National Assembly of Mauritius. Here are the details. Pride of Lok Sabha Secretariat organized a capacity building program for the officials of the National Assembly of Mauritius. Sansad TV also participated in this capacity building program for the expansion of Parliamentary television of Mauritian Parliament. The program provided advanced technical support to improve the quality of live broadcasts, implementation of state-of-the-art broadcasting technology, while assisting in the conception and creation of engaging parliamentary programs. Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam, that is, one earth, one family, is the core value of Indian civilization. As the mother of democracy, deliberative and advisory bodies have worked in India since ancient times. Members of Indian Parliament engage, as elsewhere, actively in various diplomatic activities. They thereby have contributed to promoting global peace, prosperity by fostering dialogue and collaboration. Parliamentary diplomacy is no more restricted to conducting relations for inter-parliamentary cooperation. This informal channel is being used more and more by parliamentarians to increase mutual understanding between countries and to share best practices in the working of democratic institutions. Well, viewers, that's all we had for you in this edition. Thanks for watching and stay tuned to Sansad TV. Goodbye for now from my side.
To watch more programs of Sansad TV, subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't forget to like and share them.